In previous videos, we introduced you to the King James Only movement and explained why there are differences between translations. In this video, we will look at Chapter 9 of James White's book, The King James Only Controversy, titled Problems with the KJV. At the outset, I want to clarify that this is not intended to be an attack on the King James Version, or is it meant to be anti-King James Version. In this chapter, White lists about 20 places where the King James Version translation does not translate a passage either correctly or the best possible way, potentially causing confusion to readers. Let's take a look at 3 of his examples. The first example White gives, and the first one we will discuss, is in Mark 6:20. The KJV translates this verse as, "For Herod feared John, knowing that he was a just man and an holy, and observed him," as compared to the New American Standard Bible, which says, "For Herod was afraid of John, knowing that he was a righteous and holy man, and kept him safe." First, we, along with White, will point out that the King James Version wording makes little sense. He, a just man and an holy? Wait, what? I'm not even sure what that means. But the real issue is the word the King James Version translates into observed simply does not mean observe. It does, however, mean to protect or keep safe. The next example I want to share is that in Acts, the King James Version wording sounds contradictory. In Acts 9:7, Paul tells his story, saying that when he encountered Jesus on the way to Damascus, those with him did not see anyone, but heard a voice. Later in chapter 22, verse 9, it says that the men with Paul did not hear a voice. The New American Standard Bible helps clear this up, and it, like the King James Version, states that the men heard a voice but did not see anyone. And in 22:9, the New American Standard Bible rightly translated as, "They saw the light but did not understand the voice." Now, the last example is from the Old Testament. It's Genesis chapter 50, verse 20. The New American Standard Bible says, "You meant evil against me, but God meant it for good." This translation demonstrates the parallel found in the Hebrew. The King James Version translates the same Hebrew word 2 different ways, obscuring the parallel. In Genesis chapter 50, verse 20, the King James Version says, "Ye thought evil against me, but God meant it unto good." See, the bottom line is no translation will be 100% perfect. Translators are fallible, available information is changing, and the English language is changing. I am sure a similar video to this one could be made of any translation of any ancient scripture. So, what does this mean for you? In your study and reading of Scripture, if you want to get the most meaning and understanding out of the text, then you need to compare and read multiple translations. If you would like to learn more about this movement within Christianity, then take a look at the previous videos if you have not already done so. The information from this video was found in James White's book, The King James Only Controversy. So, skip the middleman. Click the link in the description and get yourself a copy of his book.